Hello, Twin Flames. Here we are again with a card reading for you. So I'm going to start with the Divine Feminines. And I love the first card. We have Awakening. It's beautiful. So what I feel this week, Divine Feminines, is obviously we awaken. You're already awakened. You're on the spiritual journey. You're looking for your twin flame. An awakening has happened. And an awakening simply means that your heart has felt a love that perhaps you've never felt before. That's the whole point of the twin flame journey. But when we have an awakening card showing up again, what it means is that we continue to awaken, we continue to deepen in our awareness along the way on the journey. So it seems that you've reached a stage of new awareness, that your awakening to the journey is deepening. And that's always going to happen when you start to study the teachings of union. You're going to build a really solid spiritual foundation that is totally incredible, totally transforming, totally. What it does is it really anchors you into the truths about life, about love, about union. And that brings enormous levels of awakening. So there's a real deepening happening this week. So let's have a look at the next card and see how it builds on that one. And the next card we have, Feminines, is the Healing card. So as you can see, there is a real focus on deepening in spiritual truths, receiving really deep healing, really understanding the journey, letting things click into place. And when we do that, which happens, by the way, weekly on the journey, when we do that, we find that everything becomes clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer and clearer. And it's that clarity that helps you surrender. And when you have surrender, you have union, because surrender is really just saying yes to what really is. So deep healing. So I feel like you're really focused on going very deep in your healing this week. Beautiful. The last card, which also I feel relates, is isolated. Now, the word isolated could mean things are not so good. Maybe you're feeling lonely. But for me, this image is very, very peaceful. And rather than isolated, I just feel like you're focused just on yourself, that it's a time for really going within, inner work. It really means focusing within. So I'm not seeing that as a bad thing this week. Although if you are struggling as you go deeper, then make sure that you're connected with the community. Make sure you've got friends who are doing what you do. And you're welcome to join any of my workshops and come along and be in the company of others if you're not already doing so, who are just like you going through experiences. My next workshop is the 22nd of August, and it's on sacred purpose if you're interested in learning about that. So while you are awakening and healing, you might be spending time with yourself. It might make you feel isolated, or you might just need a lot of space. And if that's the case, take it. It's totally safe to do that. Good. So now let's see what the Divine Masculine is up to this week. And the first card I have is Stalemate. And this feels like in the connection. Yeah. What I feel with this, I'm not reading the words underneath this week. I'm just going with what I feel. So in this situation, what I feel is, and this happens to so many people, I see it everywhere, is on the twin flame journey, if we don't understand those deeper principles that I was just talking about with the divine feminine, we feel we've come to an impasse, a space that we can't move through. And that's a stalemate. So stalemate is, well, if you don't do this, then I'm not going to do that. It's a very kind of, contrary energy. But that energy is ego speaking. It's not the truth. It's not the way through. It's not the way to union. It's simply an energy of conditions. And twin flame love is unconditional. It's not conditional. So stalemates always come from conditions. So it seems this week that in the past or until now, you've been placing a lot of conditions on what you think should happen in your union, or what you think should happen so that you can come together, or what you think you can and cannot forgive, either in yourself or in your twin flame. That's really important, that one, because sometimes we experience things in our union and we're like, right, that's it. I can never forgive you. And that's really an inner process. Everything to do with your twin flame is an inner process first. So there's an energy of some impasse coming up. Yeah, next card. Good. So the next energy that you're looking at this week, masculines, is regret. So that impasse, that stalemate, that I can't get through this energy is leading to feelings of regret. I wish that hadn't happened, and now this. And that's all lies. It's all the different ways the ego gets you to not pursue this love. It really is. So this journey, if there's one thing I could share with you here for this reading, is that there's nothing that can't be forgiven with your twin flame, because your twin flame is you, and you have the power to forgive yourself. And we must all remember that we're not here to do things perfectly. There's no such thing. We're here to learn, and we only learn when we realize that a previous way of doing things may not have been the best way. We never learn by beating ourselves up or blaming. We heal by feeling our feelings and forgiving. So I feel like that impasse, that stalemate, has led to a lot of regret. And you don't know how to get through it. So come work with me. I'll help you move through it. You don't need to stay in that energy. You can move forward. Everything's possible with the teachings and with the correct healing. And that's what I think this card, Beginnings, is bringing us here in the reading, which is, once you know how, there's little droplets of water, you can water and nurture the start of a new way of seeing things, a new awakening. A new awakening. Good. Beautiful. Now let's have a look at the union energies and see what's going on. So the underlying issues coming up. First card, we have despair. That makes a lot of sense based on what we've talked about. But despair, feels pretty bad. Let's read what the card says. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. That to me feels like the regret, the stalemate. You're just asking for forgiveness there, and it can be lifted away. Good. Next card for you in the union energy is, that's a very twin flamey card, Metatron and Sandalphon. Good, let's read what it says at the bottom. Sacred connection. Now, it's exactly what we're here for. Synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Oh, I love that. That really ties everything together. So on the twin flame journey, you're not here to do everything without making any mistakes. You're allowed to make what seems to be a mistake and understand the lesson from it. And when you do, the mistake melts away and love fills that space. And then both of you can just move forward. Don't need to hold on to the past. It doesn't have any meaning. Bad experiences don't have any meaning other than, well, what did that show me? What can I learn from it? Union is what's real. Good. And then the last card to send you away with is surrender to your full power. Of course. And of course, your full power is the power of love. So let's see what it says at the bottom. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power. rather than playing it small. And of course, we can play it small by holding on to hurt and pain and blame and stalemates. So it's time to step into love. It's time to learn, to awaken and heal and learn the truth about this journey. This journey can be easy. This journey can be fun. This journey can be smooth. This journey, you can be well supported on it when you've got your hands on the correct coaching support and the correct foundation. So give that to yourself. If you want to know more, message me. It's totally okay. I will help you. Or come along and meet me in the workshops. They're free if you want to join live, and I will show you the way. So have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.